Our next sensational matchup from Japan, Alexander Otsuka, hailing from pro wrestling, against the Ukrainian punching machine, Igor Vovchanchyn from kickboxing.
Igor Vovchanchyn!
Mr. Ice Cold, Igor Vovchanchyn.
赤コーナー、183センチ、85.4 キロ。アレクサンダー
Alexander Otsuka comes in right around 200 pounds, and Igor Vovchanchyn does have the weight advantage at 238 pounds. Otsuka is 28 years old, Vovchanchyn 26. Both men have had multiple appearances in Pride. Vovchanchyn has been, this is his fifth, or actually sixth Pride, and this is the fourth time Mr. Otsuka has been in Pride. I expect that Mr. Otsuka is going to want to take this fight to the ground quick, Gary.
Expectation is correct. He's got a good shoot. It'll be a lot of feeling out process here.
But he's looking into the eyes of experience at Igor Vovchanchyn. He's been in with some great fighters, yourself included. There's the shoot and the sprawl from Vovchanchyn. Vovchanchyn grinding away with that right hook.
The Diet Butcher is taking some leather.
Igor continues to grind away on that left ear of Mr. Otsuka with that right hook. That's going to start to smart after a while.
Just a little bit.
Back to standing.
There we go. Alexander got his nose bloodied a little bit. He's ready to go, though. There we go.
Throwing a wild right hand. On paper, it would appear that Otsuka would be outgunned in this fight just from the weight and the experience.
Definitely.
But we'll see, because he's got a lot of heart. Oh, spinning back, kick, attempt. Missed clearly, but nonetheless, he's just reminding Igor that there is more to his toolbox than just the shoot and the tackle and the submission. Vovchanchyn takes his time. Vovchanchyn does not have what is called a bodybuilder body, but he's got stamina to spare, Gary. Oh, beautiful right hand. It's a clean knockdown there. Left uppercut right hand by Igor Vovchanchyn.
Maybe we should give him an 8 count.
Flying drop kick to the leg by Otsuka. It missed. Crowd liked it, though. There's the shoot and the sprawl. Seems to be a pattern that we're getting into. Igor's got a real good straight pancake sprawl defense against the double leg.
He most certainly does. He's well-rounded. I'm expecting a knee any minute now.
And there it is, just as you predicted. Now, Igor has a certain demeanor before the fight. There's another pancake sprawl, slapped him straight down. I picture that Otsuka's going to have a really difficult time getting Igor down.
He most certainly will. It appears that Otsuka's a little tired already. You see him, he's breathing really heavy.
Maybe that wrestling match in the afternoon wasn't such a good idea, Gary.
Probably not. Watch him, his mouth is wide open already.
Igor with that left-right combination partially blocked by Otsuka. Nice left hook to the body. Vovchanchyn controlling Otsuka. Otsuka trying to spin out unsuccessfully. Now, Igor got into some trouble when he had Mark Kerr in a similar position 2 prides ago. He threw a couple of knees of which he seemed to have a lock on a victory, but he gave it a no contest because of a couple of knees in the same position. When a person's on all fours, you cannot knee to the head or kick to the head. But if they raise up onto at least 3 limbs, you can go to the head with the kick or the knee.
That's beautiful. See, I don't understand what the problem is. You should be able to knee or kick the head anytime you want.
It would seem, because it gives the striker more of an advantage. If you can do that. In this position, Igor could be raining those things down, a la Don Fry versus Omri Batech. Igor's hammering away.
Not too much on them punches. He's got no room, really.
But the punches on the ear do eventually affect the equilibrium, and it stings.
Oh, they start ringing after a while, yeah.
Because that membrane is very sensitive. Otsuka.
He's got his mouth wide open now.
He's still focused.
He's got Igor backing up, though.
There's no quit in his eyes. Oh, he threw his own punch, and Igor caught him with his. Otsuka's got a lot of, oh, beautiful right hand by Vovchanchyn. It rocked Otsuka. Another big hand. Oh, Vovchanchyn almost. Vovchanchyn's in a bad situation here. He's in a potential triangle or an armbar. He's got to be really careful here. He passes the guard. It was a very good escape because Otsuka had him in some potential trouble there, Gary.
I'm unsure if Alexander Otsuka really practices much on this NHB game, but he definitely looks like he's got a lot of stamina from playing the game earlier, as well as, boy, let me tell you, he's taking a lot of leather tonight.
Yeah, well, he's obviously a great athlete, because to do what he just did against Igor Vovchanchyn does take, at least at bottom line, some athletic skill. Igor is very difficult to choke out. He's never been choked out. He's fought some top Brazilian jiu-jitsu people, and he's just been able to get out. They've gotten his back. He gets out. He just always figures out a way to get back up and drop the right and left hook. Tonight we have 48,000 people
on hand,
crammed into the Tokyo Dome to see the opening round of the Prix Grand Prix 2000.
And I cannot, for the life of me, see an empty seat. There we go. It looks like Igor's going for a naked choke.
He's actually going for a guillotine, but Otsuka has the right arm and shoulder in there, making it difficult for him to initiate that choke. Igor continues to grind away with that right hand.
I'm not sure what Alexander's strategy is at this point, but doesn't seem to be doing very well.
There's not much he can do at this particular point because he does seem to be a little bit tired.
Wrestling earlier.
He might try and tuck and roll, but Igor is really strong guy. He doesn't, like I said before, he doesn't have a bodybuilder body, but he's got a lot of upper body strength and lower body strength too. So Igor's decided to give the right hand a rest and go to work with that left chopping hook. Now back to the right. Maybe Otsuka is hoping that Igor will punch himself out, but nobody so far in his fighting career has ever seen him do that because he seems to always have one more punch left. Maybe Igor should just stand up from here. Push his way back and stand back up and see.
I thought that that's what Igor would be doing to begin with.
Yeah, because rather than sit there and play this game, because he can't get a clean shot off, he has much more opportunity to, if he just stood up, to land a clean shot, possibly a knockout. I think they're going to have to clean the mat after this particular match.
Yeah, it seems that Alexander's got a bloody nose.
It's hard to
stand up.
He might have other cuts as well. It's hard to see from this point, but it looks like he might have a cut under one of his eyes. Igor's being very disciplined in this fight, not throwing that knee when the man is on all fours. Chopping away.
Looks like Alexander might be going for a little spin out here. I don't know if he's got the energy to do that. Igor's got something else in mind.
Yeah, like giving him an Excedrin headache.
He's just not cooperating.
But there's no quit in Mr. Otsuka.
No, very proud man.
He's virtually shut down in this position. Igor is completely dominating the fight at this moment. Otsuka is moving forward, but Igor should stand up here. But maybe Igor has got a different game plan. Maybe he is hoping that Otsuka will stand up and he can throw the knee on the way up. This is a different sort of ground and pound. Usually when a fighter is associated with a ground and pound attack, they are on top of their opponent with their opponent facing up. In this particular moment, Igor only has side shots he can throw. He can't throw punches directly down to the back of the head because that is prohibited under Pride rules.
10 minutes passed.
We're only going to have another 5 more minutes of this.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lull in the action that the referee restarted these gentlemen standing. I know that Igor doesn't have to fight another fight tonight, but let's hope that he doesn't hurt his fist on that dome of Mr. Otsuka.
There we go.
And back up.
And the action starts again. Remnants of last fight with Alexander. He looked the same way.
But he doesn't seem to be emotionally any worse for the wear. He seems still very much into the fight. Oh, spinning back kick attempt. Igor stepped in with the right hand. Goes for that back kick again. Otsuka almost landed that right hand, but Igor countered with his own right hand. Igor doesn't throw a lot of kicks. Oh! Big right hand by Vovchanchyn. Now, Otsuka pulls him down. Oh, not a good position. No. Vovchanchyn is now in the mount. I don't picture Otsuka can have the energy to get out of this position. We could see a good deal of violence resulting in either a tap out or a referee stopping the fight.
The beginning of the end. Here we go.
Igor's going to pick his shots. Otsuka will turn. Now, he knows that Igor isn't known for submissions such as a rear naked choke, so I don't know if he's afraid. He's not afraid to turn his back to Igor, because if Igor goes up high and starts to rain down the punches, he might just turn his back and try and escape out the back door. More ground and pound. Some of those were missing, though, Gary.
A lot of them were missing. It appears that Igor is a little tired now himself. I've never seen this guy tired.
He's thrown a lot of punches when he had Otsuka in the upside down position.
Most people that get leather like that from Igor usually fall down to their knees, me included. But this Alexander must have a hard head.
He does, because Igor has caught him with some clean shots while standing and also some clean shots while on the ground. Well, it seems that if this does go to the judges, that Igor does have the win in hand.
I would think so, but I've seen stranger things have happened. You know, we're watching it from this angle, and other people are watching it from different angles might see something different.
We do have an advantage here at the booth because we get all the different angles from all the different cameras, where the judge, they only see one vantage point. So sometimes it can give them a different impression of what's going on.
Last 1 minute.
1 minute left. Vovchanchyn in complete control in the mount of Alexander Otsuka.
Looks like he's going for an armbar.
Yeah, Otsuka is posting that arm. If Igor was any kind of a submission guy, he would have had a straight armbar there. But he's just intent on doing his ground and pound thing. I mean, Igor is primarily a striker.
Primarily striker, but you never know. Sometimes when a submission is waiting, begging you, you take it.
He's not even trying for a key lock, trying to wear his arms out or anything. He's just grounding away. Otsuka tries to buck him off. And there's the end of the round. Igor Vovchanchyn helps up his battered victim. Gives him a little peck there on the cheek.
And I think it's pretty well said that Igor's won that match. Very good.
Igor completely dominated every aspect. Mr. Otsuka exhibited a tremendous amount of heart in that fight. He didn't quit. He took a lot of punishment. He did land a couple of chopping punches himself, but they didn't quite have the power taken. I mean, if a guy like you couldn't knock out Igor Vovchanchyn, chances are a 195-pound professional wrestler might not be able to either.
Alexander's not going to do it.
Here we go in the stand-up. Igor drops that overhand right. It's amazing that did not knock. At two times, it did not knock him out. And then Igor made a mistake and almost gave up his back, and then got back down into the guard. Almost went into a triangle choke. We have a different angle. Vovchanchyn throwing that overhand right.
Igor Vovchanchyn. Judges, Kobayashi. Igor Vovchanchyn. Judges, Watanabe Igor Vovchanchyn.
So there it is, a unanimous decision for Igor Vovchanchyn. In some ways, Gary, I don't think this diminishes Otsuka's reputation, because he went the distance. With a man that very few people go the distance with.
Exactly. And he stood up to him toe-to-toe. He traded leather with him. He took some of Igor's best shots I've ever seen. That boy's got some balls, let me tell you. He knows how to do it. He knows how to do it.
Yes, he does.
And he wrestled this afternoon.
That's crazy.